HERZOG.
All right.
You guys wanna? I just sent you the email address. Do you want to add that to the chat too? That'll be our mobile phone that we might use in a bit.
Sure thing. Go ahead and send that over. What email you're sending it to?
I put it into the group chat or just the chicagoedt@gmail.com. I send it both places, so
Thank you.
whatever works best.
Crazy big table with lots of cords.
Oh, shit.
Let me see like awesome.
Invitation sent.
Great, thanks.
Do you see it?
It's not coming shortly.
It'll be there in a minute.
All right. Well, if it doesn't go through, let me know. I'll send it out to you.
Okay.
All right.
So, how's the year going for you guys so far?
Pretty good so far. A little behind electrically. We're making strides though mechanically. I'll say. I mean, we've got a much larger team this year. Rather than it being 2 mechanicals and 1 electrical, we got about 3 electricals and I think like 6 mechanicals. So it's big up from last year.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, only like a quarter of these people here are actually RMC specifically. There's mostly general members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, how about you guys? Any improvements on your designs, or I guess your team?
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a lull last year, I guess you could say. We didn't get a ton of new members that really stuck with it, but this year we had a couple. I can think of probably 3 or 4 people that are like really contributing a lot. So we're pretty excited about that. It seems like they're going to be around next year, so you never actually know.
The invite people's not going to get more. Just take the link and then copy the email to out to them.
Were you sending them?
Yeah, I was going to send it out to all of them, so go ahead and just punch it in there.
I'm gonna try and get the mouse like 5 times.
You can mouse like a keyboard. It'll be fair.
It's Christcon.
Okay.
Like he just wants to. Christcon.
Christcon.
Is it link?
And prefer to include Tim on that as well.
Oh, you didn't get it yet?
No, back in yourself.
All right, we gotta get started. We're way too long.
I'm gonna start reading your emails. No.
I just wanted to check because it ended with a sign.
Learn about Blender.
I don't have it. Just like anything that's in
No,
front of me, I
no.
read automatically.
No.
All right. I should take care of all that. So all those there should be emails going out to you guys now and then everyone else. Seems like the invite button's not working on this system.
Okay. We just forwarded the link onto Jason's phone here, so
Okay.
we're good. Hang on a second. We're good to go though.
It's gonna. Should be good.
What up, Christian?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
Sorry I'm late.
So, how's it going with you guys? Let's just start from the top. How's it been?
Crazy and hectic as always, but that's what we signed up for, so goes with the territory, I guess.
So, starting from last year, I know you guys went down to Hawaii. That was pretty cool. I guess, if anybody's watching, you want to talk about that experience was like.
Yeah, it was a really neat experience. We were one of 7 teams invited to head out to Hawaii. So we all stayed in Hilo and then went up on Mauna Kea. And at about, I think it's at about 11,000 feet, they have an area which is almost exactly the same material-wise as Mars. So all of our teams got a chance to use our robots and collect that material. So we held an RMC style competition on a volcano in Hawaii. So that was a lot of fun. We learned a lot while we were out there and got to interact with the other teams a lot more, as well as some of the judges. So
You guys crushed it last year pretty much, right? I mean, what was up with that comp failure? I remember that round one.
Yeah, we crushed it on the second run. First run we kind of botched up though, so it balanced out. We were in 5th place overall in mining last year.
Oh, that's cool. How much did you guys mine in total?
5 and 74, so 80,
Yeah.
roughly.
Wow.
So
What do you guys, we've been reading over the new rules, and I think there are a bunch of new challenges. Like, they took out the limit switch, and then they said the wall, the basin's on the wall, then they said the wall is the basin, and you can't use the wall. So we have some approach. Like, we've been, I guess we'll talk to you. What's your approach, Ben? We'll talk about our approach.
yeah, so we went through and kind of our first task was to figure out what's worth our time to go after and what should we maybe leave out. So it was quickly apparent that autonomy wouldn't be going anywhere. So we were going to keep doing the autonomy, but they put in so many more restrictions to refactor a lot of our autonomy system to accommodate it. So given the sheer size of the FAQ they have posted right now, it's pretty apparent how straightforward those rules have been.
You guys were using the walls last year or no?
Yeah, last year we were entirely dependent upon the walls. We would hit the walls at the end of the arena and then back up 3 feet and dig. And then on the other side, as we were backing up to the wall, we had 2 touch sensors, and once they were both activated, we knew that we were lined up and would just dump.
Yeah,
So-
that was really helpful for us too. Like, we were at autonomous, but just because you can hit one and then the other side keeps spinning.
Yep. So the other major change that they had was the addition of the, I guess there's electricity penalty and the penalty for, or the icy regolith addition. So icy regolith is worth 6 points per kilogram. So I started doing a lot of modeling and simulation on the math side to figure out what would we need to be able to collect and how would we possibly be able to collect it. Kind of what we came down to was it's buried a foot down. It's super difficult to dig gravel compared to the regular regolith, and there's really not terribly much incentive to go after it, as far as we were concerned, because we have a robot that can very effectively pick up the material as is, and going to Hawaii proved that if we run into rocks, it won't be a big deal, or we're not going to bend up the buckets too bad. So, yeah, we've chose not to go after the icy regolith at all.
Yeah, I mean, like, just trying to dig with a bucket ladder more than 5 inches, that's pretty dangerous. So I feel like part of the rules is kind of like, I feel as if they're waging war against bucket ladders. What do you guys think about that?
Sorry, you're a little far from the mic. I didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry. I feel like they're kind of waging wars against bucket ladders with that, the deeper, the icy regolith, because that's something that's, you put a rock in there, get at that depth, you're not going to be able to dig shallow quickly. And then also I saw they said they're going to be a little more burying in the heights near the dumping arena and just getting your back over and then staying within your height constraints. So I don't know. I kind of read those and interpreted as that they're kind of sick of the bucket ladders, but the bucket ladder is pretty good, so we're sticking with it. Are you guys sticking with it?
We're sticking with it.
All right.
We it's a design that we've used for 3 years now, so we understand how to make a bucket ladder system. We understand the risks, the basic things you want to watch out for, all of that. So since we didn't see an incentive to be going after the icy regolith, we've just decided to work around their additional constraint on the bin height and go from there. So we're designing this year to be able to dump over a 70 centimeter hopper. So worst case, we'll still be good.
It definitely did complicate the geometry a little bit, but getting it up. right? Or the dimension, and that's still being. So I don't know. So I guess what we've been doing is we've been looking at I guess using a stereo camera to kind of localize ourselves off of market, similar to what Alaska did. So that's been our approach so far. Is we can't use the bumpers. We really want to use the bumpers after seeing what you guys do. That's, I don't know. Christian could probably talk about that.
About the for localization.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alaska had a pretty good idea, I guess, last year. The only thing for them was that they were on a tight budget, so they didn't have the best equipment, obviously. They used the Aruco library. I don't know if you guys heard about that one, but we looked into that. We reached out to their professor. He helped us out a little bit, get us started on it. So basically, the Aruco is you kind of have. Actually, here I got it on my wall, something like that.
Look at this kid. We got a kid with a roof on his head.
And basically, it kind of from one camera. You don't need a stereo camera, but as long as you calibrate the camera, we can tell, a good position, I guess, estimate for you. And the only thing that sucks about it is that it doesn't really work well at long ranges. But from what I've kind of seen from it, the bigger you make the markers, the kind of better it gets. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna be, what we're kind of researching for now, and seeing other aspects of, localization. I mean, obviously, like, IMU as well, and yeah, it's pretty much the main thing. So, how did you guys last year? Did you guys have, like, I guess you could call it a predefined sequence of where you guys want to go, like, in the arena, or?
So last year, we never had our robot never knew a position of where it was unless it was touching a wall.
Oh, wow.
So it would start off, we had a laser on the backside with a receiver that returned an analog signal back. And so that would find, so that would find this retroreflective panel.
Mm-hmm.
And so once we found that, we knew the orientation we'd need to drive to get back to the bin. So that's what we initialized. And then we'd line up with the bin and just drive straight. And then we had closed loop control set up on our track system to make sure that if we drove through a crater or drove over a rock and our Yamaha got adjusted a little bit, we would still correct back. So we just drive until we hit a wall, back up 3 feet, dig, and then find home again.
So did you guys at all care about kind of going around craters or obstacles, or no?
No, we designed our robot so that it would be able to, it had over 8 inches between the tracks, vertical clearance, and we designed it such that the center of gravity would not be majorly affected going over a rock in any direction. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know this year, I think one of the rules was that they're gonna have, I think, bigger craters or something like that. So, well, bigger bumps are deeper. I know that for sure. I think, I think at least Michael told me about that. That there will be. What?
I didn't say that.
You definitely said that there's gonna be, like, deeper holes in the ground, didn't you, or no? Or was that just the illusion that I had?
So now you get the inside scoop into our team chemistry. I don't think so. I just remember what they put the max and then on their roof. I don't know if these are small. I think they're about the same, right?
If I remember right, we're looking it up right now. If I remember right, the craters are 30 centimeters in diameter, max. In practice, though, that never happens. They're substantially larger.
It does say 10 to 30 centimeters.
Yeah, 10 to 30 is what the rules say. But
and then no
30 centimeters is basically 1 foot in diameter, and in practice, they're bigger than that.
Yeah, so I mean, you definitely want a system that can handle them without thinking.
Yeah, that's a great copy from last week's.
Yep. Yeah, so this year we've had to kind of refactor our autonomy in pretty significant manners because you can't touch the walls. So we're working on a couple different approaches. One is to do triangulation using 2 lasers, which are going to be mounted on two-axis gimbals, and then the other with 2 navigation targets, similar to last year. And then we have a student working on an independent study project with RFID tags, long-range RFID tags. So apparently he found some RFID tags with 50-meter range, and he convinced a company to give them to us. So we'll see where that goes. They're coming in sometime this week.
Like their tags that
Kind of like the thing where you tap the program.
yeah. You got hard on
Sounds like some science fiction. That would be pretty sweet, though. That's definitely
15 meters. I've never heard one that's that long.
I was very surprised when I heard him say 50 meters, but I had him double check that and verified. So, yeah, what he said was a lot of it comes down to just the sensitivity of the receiver, because RFIDs, they were still passive RFID tags, they weren't powered, which surprised me additionally, because I'd never heard of a passive RFID tag with that range.
Yeah.
With that range, but
So we'll see. We'll see. We don't have the system in our hands yet, so we don't really know how much of that.
Yeah, but if you when you get them in your hands, let us know about that. I kind of interested if it actually works as they say, or if it's just kind of something they're telling you. I'm just curious, not for anything with the other stuff.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it expensive?
I don't know.
No.
Those vendors never put prices on their websites, and he just
Yeah.
called them and
Yeah, I know.
talked to them. So
Yeah, make it big.
Well, for what is it called? Along with for us, what we're kind of shooting for, aiming for, still up in the air, but using visual odometry. Well, visual odometry would be Aruka would be one of them, but also from a stereo camera, having a point cloud and kind of going off of that, and there's like this library called Visio 2, I think. Haven't exactly tried it yet, but I've seen people have somewhat successful, tries with it. Just don't know how it's going to be exactly with, with the arena, how the arena is built. So, what was it called? I had a question, I guess, regarding your testing arena.
Yep.
So, how did exactly, what? I know it's made out of fly ash, that stuff that you guys do, fly ash, or something you guys told us last year. But how much of an actual hazard is like that stuff?
Very much so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so fly ash is a lot. I think fly ash definitely is known to give you cancer.
Very nice.
And then the other ingredients were Portland cement and silica sand. So silica sand is relatively safe. Portland cement is really bad to breathe in. And we got fly ash from our coal power plant. That's one of the byproducts.
Okay.
So you really don't want to be breathing that stuff in.
What do you guys? I mean, maybe I don't think we'll probably end up doing something this year, but what do you guys do as I guess preventive measures?
You have hazmat suits we could borrow?
Jason's walking over there right now. Jason, flip your camera around. Yeah, I see You're not looking at the ground right now. Just a sec. Jason's going over to our testing area.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, so we've got 2 doors to the testing area.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
You guys have a real setup. Oh, not a sandbox.
Yeah. 2 doors that you have to go through to get to the testing area. We have the same suits they have down at Kennedy Space Center. And then for masks, we have we have the masks Jason has right there, as well as respirators. So
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get anything that close, but
yeah, we don't mess around with that stuff.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't either. But have you guys heard of anything that would be, as similar as possible? I mean, because sand, it doesn't exactly get.
No. So a lot of the properties that like a team would really care about come down to just the shear angle. Probably shear angle and density would be the 2 biggest biggest things that teams would be working against. As far as how to get that, I don't know what else would be involved in developing something similar. We had a student about 4 years ago do an independent study project where he just did research into it and was trying to find something that would have almost the same density and really steep shear angle and duplicate the properties as well as possible, and that's what he came up with. But we'll see what they. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know of anything else that off the top of my head, that would be comparable, but less of a health hazard.
Yeah.
I feel like what part of the thing that makes it kind of hard to drive on and digging is also what makes it kind of dangerous to be exposed.
Yeah, be closer to the mic.
I kind of think that a lot of the things that make it hard to drive on and dig are also the things that make it kind of a health hazard. So that's like one of the problems. So maybe we'll just have to take it to the beach or use our little sandbox. I think it'll work out for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or maybe a field trip to Iowa State.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll bring some hot dogs and we can have a picnic or something.
Yeah. We got the University of Iowa to start a team, so we always tell them that they can come over and play in our sandbox if they want.
Is it like that, or are they like, no, these guys are? Is it competition, or?
Hey, I'm gonna take you up on that offer, maybe, because that's not too far from us.
Yeah, it's only about 6 hours.
Not even.
You just want to go to a party school over there. Bad party.
Yeah, of course.
No, the party school is Iowa, not Iowa State. Sorry.
We'll stop by both.
It's on the way.
Oh, no, it's not really on the list.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we probably would, it'd probably be closer to end of March, April. We're still waiting for some parts and stuff. So, but yeah, that'd be cool if you guys would let us. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
That'd be good for me to grab a lot of data. If you guys ever want to come down to Chicago, I don't know if we have to offer. Take on a tour of the Sears Tower at the very least.
You guys can use our sandbox.
Yeah. Pretty good. At least you can make some castles with it. I don't think you can make some castles with their stuff.
Yeah.
We add water.
Oh yeah, you use that water. It's not right.
Yeah, it's only 5 parts Portland cement. That was.
Don't have. So I don't know. You guys have any questions or?
We don't. I don't think we really have anything too pressing. Do you guys want to any feedback on your design or anything, or where are you at with that?
Yeah, why not? I'm sure Michael would love to hear that.
Well,
Yeah.
Take your laptop and bag and let's go.
It's kind of ripped up right now. So we have our assembly kind of broken up on like the computer. It's not like completely pieced together because people are working on sub-assemblies.
Yep.
And maybe I can pull it up. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. If you can get it, we can kind of give a little feedback where possible.
It's just terrible. Everything.
Oh, you want to see this YouTube video of a sim we made?
Show the linkage.
So we're employing a linkage suspension system. So we made this. Which one?
Go back.
No, that was the one, I think. This one was up there, wasn't it?
Go do it again.
All right, so we'll try to show it to you. Recommended videos one direction.
After this,
Michael, all I saw a One Direction video.
Oh, one click.
You guys posted this online, didn't you?
So you guys saw it?
Okay, hear us?
10-4, 10-4.
No, wait.
Yeah, I saw this. I don't remember where though. Did you post it on your YouTube page?
Yeah, I think so. Facebook. On Facebook too.
Oh, that's probably where I saw it.
Yeah, so we've been building this simulation to hopefully test our autonomy code. And so we can, still, since we don't have kind of the luxury of a big test arena, we're trying to do a lot of testing before everything's built, so we'll know if things work and without having an arena per se. So that's kind of been our approach. We're trying to use this linkage suspension system to kind of be able to go over the rocks without too much trouble, and I think it will simplify the control system a lot. I think it could probably run locally actually, the wheels. So that's some of the advantages we're going for.
Is each wheel powered?
Yeah, each wheel's powered.
Okay.
So we got the motors, so they kind of slide into the wheel. Yeah. Hey, you want to grab a wheel?
I mean, it's still going to be you know, skid steer like functionality wise. It's going to be the same motor command to the right side and the same one to the left side. So it's not going to make too much of a difference. It's just going to be I don't know. It seems like it's going to be a little bit better traction than what we had last year.
Yeah, last year you guys had, if I remember right, about 12-inch diameter wheels with some grousers on it.
Yeah, they worked pretty well, but we did bottom out once. So we tried to make a big diameter so we could go over stuff, but it's still bottomed out. So, we're going all the way, making sure that doesn't happen again. Here.
Yeah. The challenge everyone runs into with wheels is that they end up, if you don't have each wheel powered with a big enough motor, once you go over a rock, you probably have one or two wheels that are completely off the ground or are at significantly less weight, so you end up losing all your traction.
Yeah, one free spins and you get in the hole.
Yeah. So you gotta have enough power in every wheel to drive you over a rock, or you're gonna get stuck. Is that an aluminum frame this year?
Yeah.
Nice.
We drew some inspiration from you. We got this tube bending going on.
Yeah.
I know we got this should help counteract that problem where you won't lose, contact on any wheel. And I think from what the literature says, it pretty much standardizes to normal force, so each wheel has about the same normal force because it's equals traction. So that's kind of a net approach. I don't know.
Cool.
That's what we come up with. What about you guys? Are you guys using the tracks again?
Yep. You'll see tracks in our robot again this year. That's another one of those, like, we've done it for 5 years now, and the last 3. Yeah, the last 3 we haven't had any issues with them, so
Are
it's
you
not
guys
broken, don't fix it.
Are you guys making, like any mechanical changes at all, or no? Or just keeping it?
Yeah, there will be some, but I don't know that I want to talk about those publicly quite yet.
Yeah, no, that's,
Alabama might watch this.
that's cool.
You just revealed all the secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be we're planning on a significant mechanical change though, so.
Oh, cool.
So that's a teaser.
That's a cleaning mechanism change.
It's a 5-month cliffhanger, but you get to figure it out a bit early if you come out to visit.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll
Hey,
keep-
I'm sure you'll see ours too, so it's okay.
I do have one question. We've been kind of so with your bucket lighter, you kind of have that cogged drive system. How did you end up designing that?
So that was just catted up in SolidWorks, and then we've got a few CNC mills on campus. So I put it into one of them, and it was I believe it was a 2 setup. Jason's looking for. We've got one laying around. He's looking for right now.
So you guys didn't have any problems with your teeth meshing? No?
No. And then the drive teeth themselves were plastic injection molded with a mold that we milled on campus. Here we go. So this is the design that we used. The reason that we have this port there is both to keep the track in line. Jason's looking for the extra drive teeth now. But they interface, and this keeps them lined up and keeps the track from coming off when the drive tooth enters inside. And then it's also a very open design compared to if you were to just use a sprocket with a chain. That gets gummed up with the regolith really fast. So
Yeah, we definitely are looking into going into something like that. And I kind of saw yours. I was browsing through your Facebook. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I saw that one. And you see that on some heavy machine equipment, like on their tracks. So
yeah, we kind of got the idea from some John Deere equipment we've seen. So
This year's.
Yeah, browsers are really sharp right now. But yeah, this is how it all interfaces together. If that helps you out at all.
no, yeah, it's pretty slick. It's very slick. We like it a lot. I don't know. I guess so. There's probably 2 ways to make sure your teeth stay in line. It's either you have the center line or you kind of encompass them on the outside, right?
Yep. I'll be right back.
What happened to Taylor's? Also, why do we have a
I don't know where that is.
we have a needle?
Yeah, so this is the system that we used 3 years ago, and we did the coupling on the outside strategy. So also we had that chain drive, but we had that completely enclosed, and it didn't get gummed up during competition, so that was good. But what we figured out is we could reduce our housing for the track as well as the weight of the component itself significantly by just making it a single piece, rather than this is about, I think it's 12 rods and then a faceplate on each side.
So you guys, take some of the standard like pulley calculations for the pitch, and then that's where you place the circles. Essentially, that's what we're going.
Yeah, so we've got a SolidWorks model that's all designed for. It does all the
The teeth meshing.
yeah, it figures out the teeth meshing itself pretty much. So it's pretty straightforward, the profiles that you need to have. So
that's in the. Is that a toolbox? Where is that?
no, that was just kind of some sketches that we joined together.
Oh, so it was manual. I guess.
Yeah, manual. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys, as always. We hope to see you in Florida. If you have any shout-outs you want to make to the kids at home, sponsors.
Ramiro, Mako, John Deere, Caterpillar, Rockwell Collins, Alcoa, Precision Pulley, and Idler, National Instruments. I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple. Oh, Iowa Space Grant Consortium. They helped us a lot for both Florida and Hawaii. So, big thanks to all of them.
And any outreach events coming up that people should know about?
We happen to have our outreach coordinator with us right here, so I'll let Jason take over.
Let's see. We're doing a few more events with some junior high kids that we've been working with. They're one of the teachers is running a robotics class, so we're going to be helping out with that. Otherwise, we're doing there's a group part of the university that does Saturday events to teach or to bring underrepresented minorities and teach them about different science careers. So we're going to be doing another event with them. We did one last semester. What else? Lots of elementary school science nights. Those are kind of bread and butter for spring semester.
Yeah.
So.
You guys, is that a weekly thing?
NASA built in this outreach kind of portion of the competition into it. Would you like to speak on what you think the importance of that is?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you think it's very cool that NASA brings in this outreach kind of portion to the competition? Would you like to kind of speak on the importance of it and what's brought to you guys?
I mean, you can, if you go to the events, you really see the impact. I've gone to plenty of events where you talk to a child, and you tell them a little bit about the robot. They maybe learn about surface tension on water, and then you'll see them 3 months later, and they'll see the robot again, and they'll run up to you and basically repeat everything you told them last time, and stuff you didn't even remember you said yourself. So I mean that in and of itself is huge. You're realizing that something I told this kid once, but I had a robot, and I related the science concepts back to the robot and how it works. They can remember that. I mean, it might be high school concepts that you're teaching to a fourth grader, but if you really show them how it works and you relate it to something cool, they'll remember it and they'll be able to repeat it back to you verbatim. Not to mention the fact that they generally understand what you're talking about and can apply it to other situations. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a huge impact. But talking to high school kids too, it really not just about science, but also just about what do you do as an engineer that really changes people, I think. So.
The high school kids are kind of hard sometimes, but that's definitely good out there.
Yeah, what we did this year is there's a group on campus, so we have a Masters of Science in Teaching program. So I recruited them, and they've been helping us with lesson plans and helping us out at events. So basically we have future science teachers working with us to to help out. So this year we've kind of made some partnerships with other organizations on campus where we have overlying interests. Because we have a cool robot, people, and money, and they have people who really like to teach kids. So there's overlap for both of us to help each other.
All right, yeah. So we would definitely, you made some great points. We could selfishly promote our own outreach real quick.
Go for it.
I definitely think it's definitely great, especially this year. Last year we didn't have a robot to go off. So having a robot this year is made a huge difference in the outreach. I would like to thank Chip UIC for partnering with us on some of the outreach. So they have a great network in Chicago. There's a big Hispanic community in Chicago, so we've been working with them and some of the other groups that we partnered with. We did a science fair, which was pretty fun just to see what the kids are proud of. There was a little bit of pressure because we had to make the judgment calls on them, sort of. It's kind of rough, but it was a lot of fun. So I really think it's great that NASA has this outreach opportunity. Tim, would you like to give a shout out to our sponsors? We would like to thank University of Illinois Chicago, first and foremost, College of Engineering. They're a major contributor. Give them the shot. And then we have Caterpillar gave us some money.
Duo 3D.
Yeah, Duo 3D gave us some cameras to play around with. 6,000 from.
Oh, it's actually this one right here.
Sorry. Yeah, lots of money from lots of sponsors. I think that's pretty much the big ones. Definitely thanking the University of Illinois Chicago Caterpillar. We're gonna probably have to do some editing at the end of this video after that sponsorship spiel. Definitely, yeah. That was horrible. I've forgotten somebody important, I'm sure. But I don't know. It was good talking to you, as always. You guys helped us a lot last year. So definitely, hopefully this year we can beat you. Yeah, so we look forward to seeing you down in May, and maybe we'll.
Maybe sooner than that.
Yeah, Sean's gonna get in his car and drive up.
Hey, I will. You know what? Fine, I'll go by myself.
Once this thing's driving around, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, well, it'll be great to stop by. I don't know if it's gonna. If that's in the cards, but I think that'd be pretty cool. All right.
I'm assuming you guys are there on weekends, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So, in closing, what's the best thing to do out when you're in Iowa State? Just when you're hitting the town, what's your favorite thing?
I mean, we definitely spend the most time working on the robot, but besides that, I don't know.
I don't get out much.
Yeah, I don't get out much, so.
Yeah, you're pretty boring. Edgar, what's the best thing to do on the device? What do you like to do? When I'm out doing something. Yeah, Edgar's going to give you a recommendation when you're out in Chicago.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of bars on Taylor Street, so when I'm not here, I'm basically out there. I work full time, so it's close in my.
All right, so you're in Chicago, go to bars, I guess. All right. Well, it's good talking to you guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
good talking with you too.
Hey, thank
Good
you.
luck.
That's it.